Millbridge Speedway, you one of the best, expect nothing less. This is the raciest race on dirt. This is the KKM Giveback Classic, presented by Rowdy Energy.
Looks right, Christopher Bell hit the line, and we go wide open at Millbridge.
Christopher Bell going to try and work the outside of Alex Bright. Here comes Brendan Bright working the inside. Lap number 1 goes to the PA native. Alex Bright running the top side.
You got to watch Alex Bright on these starts because he's going to ride the brake and try and get everybody to check up. Alex Bright still your race leader, but now Christopher Bell to the bottom slide. Crossover out of Alex Bright down the back chute.
Christopher Bell wasting no time. He's got the run off turn number 4. He's going to do it again. Slide job. He tries to poke it up the nose of Alex Bright. Bright going to go back to the bottom side into turn 3.
There's no saving your equipment. There's no waiting. It's go time now or never. Bright goes to protect the right off the top. And Bright going to go back to the bottom, but Christopher Bell with a Bright sandwich right now. You have Alex leading and Brendan Bright running third.
Christopher Bell 1 and 2 going to make contact off the exit of turn number 2 as Frank Flood will make his way to the infield and be done for tonight's racing action. Meanwhile, Christopher, both Bright brothers chasing him down. Alex Bright back to the inside.
Alex Bright now goes back to the point. This is the fight that just won't stop. Seabell now goes up to the top side, bangs the boards. Brendan Bright tries to protect over Brian Carver in 4th.
Carver and Joe B. Miller coming into this fight. Bell gonna throw a slide job up the track, almost points it on the nose, but Bright timed the crossover beautifully. Now he takes away his slide. We are only 9 laps complete, and oh my, the action we've already seen.
So it's going to be Alex Bright, Christopher Bell, Brian Carver, Brendan Bright, Joe B. Miller, and Dason Pursley.
So obviously after the issues Dason Pursley had getting his car running, he's got no issues right now, and you see this battle from 4th on back. Brian Carver shows away just behind him. It's Joby Miller, Dason Pursley there, and to the inside, here comes Money Gavin Bouchel.
We are 3 wide for the 5th spot with Joby Miller, and now Miller going to try and wheel in that bright pink car of Brian Carver. Carver, we had 2 races last year here at Millbridge, a non-wing and a wing. Alex Bright won the non-wing, but the winged winner turned out to be Brian Carver in the 41, so watch out for him as we have a battle for the lead heating back up.
Christopher Bell trying to track down Alex Bright. You could tell Christopher Bell wants to control this race, and he's going to try to throw another slider and not going to be clear off turn number 2. Chris Bell doesn't want to ride in second. He wants to control this race.
Going to be working on lap traffic here real quick. It's nice to see these guys actually calling laps in, putting them down early instead of just cautions, breeding cautions, as Alex Bright is still your race leader down into turn number 1.
Turn 3 might be starting its ugly head like it has all weekend. We'll watch Bell come up there. There's a dip forming at the top of turn 1, but Bell's going back to the bottom. Slide job incoming. Oh, he spins it. He collects. And with our 2, a rare mistake by Bell that you rarely see.
Bill, because it looks like he may try and play a little bit of a game with Brendan Bright as we come back to green. A nice start out of the 20 of Alex Bright down into turn number 1.
That's correct. Brendan and Carver both the bottom side while Alex tried the top side. That's going to allow him to get a better momentum. Look at Pursley throwing the slider Moshell at the back half of your screen and start a battle.
And hey, don't look now, but my pick has just drifted his way up into the top 5 and now into 4th. Is side by side for that second spot. Caution flag is out, and it looks like it's the 37
of Aiden Purdue going to come to a stop. They were starting to jumble up back here into turn number 3. I kind of saw it coming.
Boy, SpeedLab car Pursley up to 5th. Well, we still got 48 to go. This one's going to get interesting. Goes to Bright and Bright show off of turn number 4. We're back.
Straight away, but look who's coming knocking the 41C of Brian Carver running that top side.
Here at Millbridge Speedway, the Bright brothers showing the way, but Brian Carver has that. Right.
Carver now going to go back, banging the boards. He's about the only one you see on this. The Cal cutting speed shot. But as I was saying, you see him coming off the corner. Carver's really the only.
Your boy there, Blake, has worked his way into 4th. He's worked around Gavin Boschel and now has really tame amongst our top 5, and really throughout the whole field, these guys settling into a rhythm right now.
Get things figured out. Let things work out for a little while as we race and get some laps in the books. Some guys.
But you also got to wonder what cars they have in their hand. We look at Christopher Bell here, already up. Is our Chris. Trevor Klein and Gage Robb with the one-car shot just ahead.
He's 13th. Now this time by up to 12, about a pass per lap, and almost got in some trouble there through 1 and 2.
Now straightens it back up. That's Christopher Bell doing Christopher Bell things here at Millbridge Speedway.
Just look at the bottom of the track. Starting to break over. We got a big flip.
Number 1, Bell almost getting collected as Gage Robb goes upside down, and the LaJoy red flag will fly.
Still a long, long way. Coming back to the green flag, bringing the field down at a snail's pace. Off turn 4, we go green, and he pops a wheelie down into turn number 1.
You seen Bright started at a little different spot than he started all night, trying to throw a loophole to these drivers. Carver working the outside. Maybe can he stick it outside of Brendan Bright down here and going into 1.
Again, you gotta watch as Christopher Bell rolls off the track. Bell is done, but we are not, as Brian Carver's banging the boards trying to reel in the Bright brothers. Side by side, you've got yourself a new race leader. You do not, because Alex Bright was able to hold on. It's kind of hard to tell those two cars apart.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. And Brian Carver trying to bring the darkness to this Bright party, trying to split them up just a little bit. Brian Carver now into 2nd and 1 spot away from this top spot with 33 laps to go.
Brian Carver, a name that has produced results here at the Millbridge Speedway time and time again. Can he get it done again here tonight? He's starting to reel in Alex Bright.
Slide job for Dason Persley on Brendan Bright. Dason's going to go back to the top side, but Bright still holds on to that spot. Here comes Dason back to the top side. Trying to get by Bright. They touch him. Bright's going to go through the infield.
Still green.
We're going to stay green, but Brendan Bright is going to fall all the way back position.
And I know we're just past halfway, but guys, I get that feeling that they press the go button. It is time to go. The intensity just ramped up to 1,000. No more give. It's all take from this point on.
We got Bright, Carver, Persley, Boschel, and Schaefer. How about that top 2? So we had 2 micro races for our big race last year that we've talked about all night. Had a winged and a non-wing. Non-wing winner, leader Alex Bright. The winged winner, 2nd place Brian Carver. 2 former Millbridge winners battling it out.
Jason Persley trying to reel him in as Brian Carver right around the bottom through 3 and 4 there. We take a look back here at Brendan Bright trying to come back through the field.
He's mired all the way back in 7th. This is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th all right here. Neil Allison doing a really good job, having a quiet night so far, just within the top 10. Really great battles. Brendan Bright trying to get back up to where he was, but you got to wonder how much is left in the tank for this machine.
Of course, Neil Allison hasn't won a race yet here at Millbridge. It's been quiet. You see Dylan Welch, that number 5 machine, started to pick his nose in here, but see, that white car ahead, that is 5th place. Austin Schaefer trying to hold him on.
And I'm really impressed with Dylan Welch coming all the way from the trunk, from the B main, and now solidly inside the top 10 and 8. So an excellent drive up to the field for Dylan Welch.
Again, we talk about Dylan Welch being a part-time racer. He's turned kind of pit reporter and doing some announcing stuff. Doing a fantastic job here in this micro for the first time this year.
Yeah, now, you know, we get to see him every now and then, but not very much here at Millbridge. I'm glad he was able to take the trip, and it's surely paying off as your leader going to start hitting lap traffic here in just a little bit as we continue to watch the battle 4-6. And now double box, there is your leader, Alex Bright, who's led every lap of the way. I'm pretty sure, unless Seabell might have snagged one at the line, but Alex Bright has pretty much dominated this one as he hits lap traffic, and this is where things can change. Lap traffic can play a big role.
Absolutely, because once you start getting into heavy lap traffic, these guys are still battling for position. They're not just going to let some car just roll right by him. They don't know he's the leader. We do have our flagman down here showing them, hey, you're racing with leaders now. You got to let these guys go.
Look at Brent Cruz. He has made his way up to 7th. Now he is battling with Schaefer, and we have a yellow out on the speedway. We have one car stopped at the top of turn 1 and 2. That's Aiden Perdue once again. Second time he's brought out.
And yet only 16 laps to go, and it's been all Alex Bright, who is going to go up and challenge him for this win.
Brian Carver going to try to work the bottom side of the racetrack through 1 and 2. Alex Bright able to maintain, and look who's coming to play now, the 71 of Dason Persley right there with him.
Slide job from Carver. I thought he was going to do it the first lap, but he waited. Throws a slider on Alex Bright. You know, if these two get racing, that's just going to allow that 71 to pull it even more. Another slider inbound from Carver.
Carver going to go up, try to park it on the nose of Bright. Bright crosses back over. Carver grabs a bit of the outside wall, and now Bright goes back to the bottom to protect all the while. That's going to bring in the 71 of Dason Persley.
Dason Persley off of turn number 2 sees these guys side by side into turn 3. A little bit of contact, squeeze them up tight. Brian Carver's going to lead that lap.
Persley running the top side, the only one in the top 5 doing so. And now Carver's going to jump up. Bright going to park it on the nose almost to Carver. Carver with a crossover. Here goes Persley. Contact, and here comes Rochelle.
Spark fly through turns 1 and 2. Brian Carver out with the lead. 3 wide for second. Persley banging boards up top. Bright making it work on the bottom.
Gavin Bochelle now to the inside. Going to try and get a run down the back straightaway into 3. Contact. How does Gavin Bochelle straighten the number 5 back up? Nobody knows, but here he comes right back at him, and Brent Cruz comes and knocking.
Dason Persley and Bright, this is a battle for second as Carver's starting to pull away. If Persley's going to go catch, Carver's going to have to do it fast. 3 wide for the lead in 1 and 2.
Just when you think they're pulling away, here comes a nasty slider from both of them behind him. Alex Bright now trying to hold off a hard charging Dason Persley, and where did Brent Cruz come from? Up into 4th.
Brent Cruz from Denver, North Carolina, going to come into the slow 3 and 4. Persley going to cross him back over. This is what you came for. This is why you watch Speed51.tv and contact down the backstretch.
At the line this time, 5 laps remaining for this one. Your 2 leaders have opened up a little bit of a lead over the rest of the field. It's going to be Carver versus Bright, mano a mano with 4 laps to go.
Persley up on the wall off of turn number 4. Brent Cruz now with the slide job for the 3rd spot. And coming back into play, look who it is, Brendan Bright.
Brendan Bright's made his way back to 4th. If we get a caution, I don't know what I'm going to do. There it is, a caution with 3 laps to go. And 3 and 4. Oh no, it's Dason Persley. Stopped on the outside. He was 3rd fast, 3rd. I
don't even know what you're going to say.
He was 3rd on the racetrack. Watch out for that 11. He can throw a slide job all the way to Concord.
3 laps to go to settle this one, ladies and gentlemen. It is all on the line, and what a start by Brian Carver. He's out with a big lead already. Here comes Bright Cruz with a slider.
Cruz in a Bright sandwich there. Alex Bright on the bottom. Bullhorns out, 2 to go. Carver has almost packed his bags, turned in his key, and he's checked out of the Motel 6, but they always leave the light on, so watch out.
Alex Bright, Brendan Bright back up in there as a white flag will fly for the final time down the back straightaway goes the 41C of Brian Carver.
And the cream always rises to the top, and he always rises to the top here at Millbridge Speedway. Brian Carver wins the charity KKM Giveback Classic presented by Rowdy Energy. And wow, Alex Bright, Brandon Bright in his second and third. What a fight for Brandon Bright to get back into the top three. He nabbed that third spot from Brett Cruz there late in the race, just this with a couple of laps to go. What a finish, what a race. Well worth the wait. Can we do it again tomorrow? And I wonder if we're going to see some donuts. I think we are.
I'd have to say the hot and ready sign's about to be on, Casey. Here we go.
Your winner of the TRD KKM Giveback Classic.
As he climbs out, the 41C of Brian Carver.